Hi, my name is Trevi.
And I'm Kate.
And welcome back to our podcast called 6 Feet Above.
What?
Wait. Coach Kate is
Guys,
here with
I'm
us.
dressed as Coach Kate.
10.
I walk in, Trevi says that, and I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we mean business today.
We mean business.
A lot of things to cover.
You are going to yell at the little Trevis and Kates of the world for not
Absolutely.
doing the pull-up.
True.
Yeah.
Healing my trauma.
No, honestly, healing mine. You should degrade
welcome.
me real quick. I'm going to close my eyes.
Well, I literally just lied to you. I just lied to Trevi off camera, but it helped your anxiety, so you're welcome.
No, it actually made me more anxious because I was like, wait, where are you staying? What's going on? She told me she was going to Coachella, and then she goes, just kidding.
And I was really convincing. I was like, I have a surprise. And you were like, wait, well, why wouldn't you tell me that? And I said, kidding.
But
I
this
just like lying.
because I was like excited.
I know. And so that was kind of crazy of me to do. And I'll admit it.
Show me that.
I thought it was going to like take your mind off of things.
It just made a lot of things very much.
I made it worse. Whatever. We'll pick it back up, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we do on this team. So
And I love the team.
I love the
truthfully.
team.
Guys, if you are driving or trying to fall asleep and you want to listen to the audio version, you can head on over to the description. And once you're over there, if you could please rate us 5 stars over on those audio platforms, it algorithmically helps our podcast grow on those audio platforms. I am back.
And you're a new woman.
I am a new woman. So we're
I
actually...
missed you.
I missed you.
No, it was so long. Oh, I thought we were going to hold hands.
Well, that too.
It was so weird not seeing you, and I don't know, just like doing a full 9 to 5 day of shooting and then not seeing you for 2 weeks. It rubbed me the wrong way.
It was giving 9 to 5.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like Yeah, it was too long, but
It was a lot.
glad you're back.
When it was Friday and I was gone, and I was like, I texted you, I was like, it doesn't feel right
I
that we're not together.
It was cute.
Loved it.
No, literally.
But yeah, no, wait, we're filming this before episode 64 comes out. So
Drops tomorrow.
Y'all saw that already, but by the time this is out, I either went to Coachella or didn't.
And you're freaking out about that.
And I'm freaking out about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what's going on with it. I have my tickets. I allegedly have a place to stay. Allegedly is the only word I can think of right now. Mind you, I'm supposed to leave in 48 hours from today.
And how are you getting there? Do you Uber there?
I would
Take
be
the
going with a
train?
friend.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm back. And it was quite the journey. I am trying to be as lively as possible today, but it's been less than 48 hours since I've been back. So I'm very zenned out right now.
I can see that.
What?
You just have a different aura to you.
I'm giving sloshed.
You seem like high, but in a good way.
Really?
You're just very chill. You're not. You're usually more beady-eyed, if you will.
What's beady-eyed? I was
Just
what is BDI? I'm is there another BMI that I'm supposed to hit the mark for?
Absolutely, but no, I think you needed this trip.
I think I needed this trip too. I mean, mind you, so I went with my friend Zach, I went with my friend Max, and it was me. We went to London, then we went to Madrid, and then we went to a little island right under Italy. It was I was right next to Italy, and y'all still couldn't have taken me to the goddamn fountain. But it was called Malta, and it was lovely. All 3 places were the best. Can I shit on London for 2 seconds?
Yeah, everyone does.
I don't. And look, if you live there and you watch this, love you, and we'll probably end up doing the show there. But as someone who used it as a pit stop before Madrid, I wish I just went straight to Madrid.
Okay, why? Food bad?
It was just
The weather kind of sucks.
it was really depresso with the weather. I was excited because I was just thinking about Madrid and the nightlife and all the fun dresses I got. It was insanely cold, and obviously that's the time that I went there. It was cute, in the sense of I'm in London, I'm wearing a trench coat, I'm in loafers, take a pic of me. But
Right.
other than that, I was all right.
Yeah, everyone shits on it. I think Megan Thee Stallion was even I don't like it, and I don't like the food.
I wasn't a huge fan of the food.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's a sausage and beans, right?
I looked at one of the menus and it was literally beans, porridge, and toast,
mayo.
and then chips mean fries out there.
They
and
love
then
the beans on toast.
I was can I get I was why don't they have fries? And my friend was they're called chips. And I was okay, everything's so abusing.
You're like, I gotta get out of here now.
Okay, so one of the Uber drivers pulled up, and I like went to go on like the front seat, and then I was like, oh wait, that's crazy. That's the driver's seat.
Right.
And I was like, sorry, sir.
My
I'm
bad.
gonna go the other way.
Okay.
And then I sat in what in America would be the driver's seat. So I kind of was like living my like driving fantasy for a second. I was like,
congrats.
wait, kind of like
Yeah.
vroom vroom, but
Okay.
it was cute. Wait, have you been to London?
No. I've only been to Groyce
Really?
in Europe, yeah. Oh, in Italy. Wait, LOL.
Oh, LOL.
Forgot about that guy.
But hey, guess what? Don't.
I won't.
Okay.
I think I need to go back to Greece. And, some unfinished business
You
there.
do have some check marks to add.
Yeah, but
I feel like you'd be able to rekindle. Look at me, I've rekindled
I
something.
don't even want to. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And I know no one believes me, but truly, if I was there, I wouldn't even hit him up. Totally would.
It's just like
why am I lying?
if you do Greece again, I'm gonna have to come with you.
Okay,
there,
so
because I think I would like to join you on that.
yeah. So I can see you with a Greek man, but also, who did you rekindle with? Oh, I thought we were going to talk about it. No, me pretending like I don't know.
That's crazy. What I was texting you when I was in Madrid was like, you would die here. Like you would.
Why?
You would get hit. You would die here. No.
Okay. Yay.
I was texting you just because everyone was so beautiful. But can I say one thing?
You can.
One thing about Madrid that I learned is the people, and it's very much like LA, where like the people that aren't from LA absolutely suck. Like the worst people I've ever sloshed. The worst people I've ever met. But like the people that are from California. What?
I'm literally not from LA.
Well, you are by heart.
Okay.
And spirit. Okay, stop it. You were grandfathered in.
Right.
But there are a lot of people from other European countries that visit Madrid like it's fucking clockwork. So
Okay.
it's like even people from like Middle Eastern countries and people from like there's just so much going on in that continent and surrounding areas where there's a lot of not even tourists but like people working coming in and out of Madrid with different cultures. Madrid itself, from what I gathered, is actually a pretty fluid, open-minded city. Okay?
Love.
Never have I ever in my fucking life been laughed at, pointed at.
What?
Like people saying things in different languages thinking that I can't understand because I have friends with me that speak different languages.
Because you're tall.
No, transa does not mean you're tall. But listen,
So who died?
so everyone.
Who was killed?
Yeah. It was just like so mind-boggling, and I like my friend Zach was like calming me down because I was really just not expecting that.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, like it was more extreme than like how it is in LA. So it's like the people that are attracted to me out here, they're kind of nonchalant, and they're like, yeah, I f with you, but it's never like so much that it's like, oh, like I love you, I want to take you on a date. And then the people that don't f with me are very like. They don't just like actually like point and laugh at you. I'm saying like this. What I'm trying to say is like the spectrum is far more intense out there. It's either like mi amor, like not mi amor, but it's like it is mi amor, right? But it's like mi amor, like I love you, like not actually, but it's like let me take you on a date, like romance, or the opposite end is like point laugh, tranny point laugh.
They're not shameless with their hate.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that the
extremes.
The extremes are far more extreme out there. The extremes are extreming.
Oh my God.
I did not expect that. I'm letting my freak fag fly. Remember that episode? Oh my God.
I never said that.
You did say that.
I didn't mean
I'm
to.
letting my freak flag fly. And I'm just kind of like pre-gaming for summer 2025. Yeah, but it was really good. If y'all want to hear the deets of that, go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
If y'all want the real tea, patreon.com/6feetabove. So, got it.
Okay.
I think all in all, like, it was a really fast-paced trip where I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about other people and, like, different cultures. Like, I was humbled beyond boots. Really weird, but it was, like, in Malta, when I was there, like, no one batted an eye.
Okay.
It was, like, so strange. It was only Madrid.
Interesting.
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Would you go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. I'd probably go to like Barcelona. Only is it Barcelona or Bars? Because I never fucking know. But it's like I would go back because that shit doesn't really affect me. I think it was just like more so like shocking to me.
Yeah, you're like, get a life. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. But I think the energy and going out starting at 2 a.m. was fucking crazy.
Oh my
It was. I wasn't
God.
getting home till 6, 7 in the morning.
Girl, that was like me in Miami. It's horrible.
Mind you, off 3 Red Bulls. Like,
How's the
in the
Red
middle-
Bull there?
different.
Crisp?
Everything's different.
Yeah.
I was eating only pizza and pasta every single day and losing weight.
Right. That's what I hear.
Why
that
the
didn't happen to
fu-
me.
I was TMI. I was making movements.
Really?
You know, like
Yeah.
movements 3 times a day.
Everybody says that happens to them. It did not happen to me in Italy or Greece. I gained weight, which is like tea, but
That is team.
it's like, okay.
BDI.
BDI. We're the funniest people in the world.
Guys, I hate to interrupt you in the middle of this episode, but if you can like this video, comment, subscribe, and ring the little notification bell. I know it sounds like a lot, but it takes 2 seconds. It'll help YouTube push our channel out to more like-minded people like you. So we'd really appreciate it. Love you. Back to the episode.
Did you smoke cigs?
No. They tried to, well, you know, make me go to rehab. I said
Right.
no. But they also tried to get me to smoke the cigs. The packaging out there is alarming.
Oh my God, I know. It's
Honey,
like a
it's
picture
like
of a
open
dead
heart
baby.
surgery. And
Yeah.
it was just like,
I know.
y'all have bigger fish to fry than pointing at the tree.
Come on now.
I'm just saying, but I will say, can I just let you in on something? I
Yeah.
downloaded Bumble
Okay.
because I heard that that's popular out there.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know how many likes I got?
How many?
Take a guess. I was there for 4 days. Guess how many I got in the first 2 days?
Whoa, 100.
7,000.
What?
They f***ing loved me.
7?
They might have hated me, but the ones that I'm saying, the ones that loved me, loved me. I didn't even know there were 7,000 people in the
No,
fucking
literally. How is that
radius.
possible?
No idea. 7,000 people. And I was showing my friends Max and Zach. I was like, guys, I'm not going to go through 7,000 people. And then I was also thinking, I was like, because a lot of them were fine as f-. And I was thinking
Really?
in my head, I was like, well, damn, what if the love of my life is buried in here? I'm not going through all 7,000. I'm going to have to hire
it's
an
a lot
assistant.
of sifting. It's not worth
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But-
Did you meet any of them?
No.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to recap. If it comes to mind, I'll let you know. But
Insane.
insane. I missed
Insane,
you a
no?
lot. Do
I
you have an
missed you
update
too.
for me? What's new with you?
I like honestly think that I'm celibate on accident.
We can't keep doing
No,
that.
I know I say it, but it's been like 5 months and I think I'm just going to keep riding this wave.
No.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of cool. Slowly building up those standards every day, ladies.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like this past 2 weeks, I've had like a lot of incredible women come into my life. Like highlight of the 2 weeks was this girl that I modeled with on a job 3 years ago. We were supposed to like get coffee 2 years ago when I moved here. And then
Mood.
What, did I say mood?
No, I'm just saying mood. We were
Oh.
supposed to get coffee
Oh,
2
yeah,
years
no.
ago.
So LA. And then she was like, yo, you still want to get that coffee? I was like, okay. And I was like sitting at the coffee shop waiting for her. And I was like, this is the closest thing I've had to a date in eons. I was like nervous to see her. We were there for like 3 hours.
Gagging.
Gigging, gagging, laughing. I almost cried at one point, but I like held it in because I was like, this is weird. We're just meeting. But it was everything.
Wait.
And we might join a gym together.
Wait,
I know.
are you
cheating on
in
you?
love?
Yeah.
I love that.
I know. And then I got dinner with another lady who I'm obsessed with. And we were there for like also 3 hours. And I'm like, not me going on all these friend dates.
Not you going on all these bisexual dates.
Ah! No, they are both hot, but
Really?
I'm celibate.
Okay.
But yeah, that was really, really nice. Obviously, something terrible happened that we're waiting for the off chest for. But
Wait, do I know it?
no.
You didn't tell me.
And no, because it's so dumb and annoying that I'm mad even thinking about it. But yeah, no, I've just been doing the usual thing, been doing the mics and Getting ready for my show on April 27th.
Ayo!
A comedy show I produce. It's in the description below.
It's
Please
at the
come.
Glendale route, right?
Yes.
Hey!
Wait, can you go?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Hey, we got to get Paige to go, and then you guys are on the lineup in the future. But yeah, you know what? God, I went to a pool party the other day with Harper Rose.
Oh, is that what you posted about? You lasted 4 minutes at?
Girl, but we're not even exaggerating. We showed up. First of all, jokingly, the girl that invited us was like, bring the bald cap. And we actually did. And she was like, oh. And I was like, oh, I thought you were being serious. But it was just like, it was so awkward. And I did. But yeah, we show up and I was like, dude, fucking hide that bald cap. But I didn't know. No shade to furries at all. My girl is like kind of scared of furries.
Who? Harper?
Yeah.
Rose?
Yeah. And some guy was dressed as a furry and she's like, we got to get the out of here. And then I like literally couldn't find the bald cap. I was like, wait, I don't know where the bald cap is. She's like, oh, buy another one. And we ran out. It lasted 7 minutes. I'm not kidding.
Was it a sober party?
No.
Because I was about to say, those are the worst.
It wasn't sober, but they were like filming the party, like a camera guy, and it was stressing us out. And we were just like in the and I like didn't shave my legs or anything because I was like, I don't really plan on swimming, but I was in like shorts. It was just weird.
It felt safe space, and it's like, why is there a camera?
And everyone was drunk, and I was just like, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me anymore. Like, I cannot be around drunk people or high people during the day, especially in the daylight.
What time was it?
Was that like 2?
Was it a Sunday?
Yeah. It's just like too much for me. I simply can't handle it. I don't like it. And especially when there's like music blasting, there's a camera in your face,
There's
everyone's
furries,
high.
Everyone's drunk.
Everyone's
high.
drunk. And I felt bad because the girl next to us like didn't know anyone. And I was like, I'm sorry, sis, we got to leave. And she was like, honestly, I'm right behind you. But
She probably took the bald cap as memorabilia.
she probably stole it from us.
It was
And now I'm
probably her.
pissed.
That's
Yeah.
probably why she has no friends. She's a thief.
Burglar on aisle 12. But yeah, dude, that was my week.
Hey. If you
So
actually...
Madrid in a way.
I think we had extremely similar weeks.
Yeah.
Like
the same.
All right, you guys, we are going to do what we did last time and just jump the in to removing things off of our breastises and do our segment called Off Our Chest. I'm having a hard time breathing today, so please forgive me every time I do a little but if you don't know what Off Our Chest is, it is a segment where we get something off our chest that's either negative or positive that happened to us this week. I know we mentioned this briefly like 2 episodes ago, but ever since we spoke it into existence, it is a struggle that I've never fucking struggled with in my life. Until we started talking about it. I kind of struggled with it here and there.
Bacne?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It is the worst. It is, and you know what? I know I'm supposed to be perfect and this,
God forbid.
you know, and I am.
Well, yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah. It's cute.
No, because
When we do it.
if they're whiteheads and they're just it's pus, it's cute.
Yeah.
Wait.
You lost me.
No, but I've never experienced this level, and it's not. Look, I'm sure we got a lot of bacne girls listening,
Yeah.
and you know what?
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them. We're right there with you. It is just frustrating to me as someone who's never dealt with that.
What is it?
I had
Why are we dealing with
I don't understand. Well, so my theory was, but it started happening long before I got the long hair again.
Yeah.
Because I got brand new hair. Obviously, I'm putting oil on it, and then it's hitting my back, and it's going down my back.
Huh.
That's probably because it's going lower now. So that has to be from the hair. At first, it was around the shoulders. It is and I don't know what to do. I'm washing salicylic acid. I'm doing AHA, BHA.
You doing tretinoin on it? Because that's what my derm told me.
Well, I don't have a prescription. I need to get one because I want to start using it on my face too.
Yeah.
You know, hashtag anti-aging, but it is something that I'm like, do I start taking Accutane?
Ooh, I don't know, because
Doesn't that like make you like,
makes it like really dry, your face.
God forbid.
I don't know if you need it.
Girl, if you saw my back right now,
I feel like it might like come and go type beat.
I don't even know that because it's like I feel it. I feel a lot of the bumps, and it's like they feel like they're not there. So it's like, are they scars that I'm irritating by like scrubbing off my spray tans? because I use like a heavy exfoliant.
Ooh, maybe it's
So I'm like, I don't know
that.
if I'm irritating an existing scar, but there is it's a lot, and I genuinely don't know what to do. It was also, mind you, I was on 5 different airplanes in the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Right.
So that
It's not gonna help.
It's not gonna help. I'm in different bedrooms with different ACs, and sometimes I was showering, sometimes I wasn't. Obviously, vacationing and fucking globe trotting isn't gonna like put your skin in the best condition. But even before that, and even like right now, I'm like, I
Yeah.
just want some sweet relief.
It's like, what's going on?
It's like, what's going on? And the spironolactone that I take for my hormones clears my acne 95% of the time.
Really?
I'm like low key, like taking a half extra. I'm like over here.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oop.
Don't tell AA.
I won't.
But honestly, I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's a hormone imbalance. I'm probably going to go get my blood checked, but
Yeah, maybe it's
we're in it
that.
together.
Girl, because I went to a dermatologist, and
Tell
why
me.
was he hot?
It's like, fuck me.
No, but like you hear about the hot medical professionals. You don't think it's going to happen to you. But like,
The dream.
but no, because I had to tell him about my bacne.
Oh.
And I was like, I got to bring this up because I was yearning for this appointment. But anyways, that's not my off chest. Wait, are you finished?
I think so. I mean, the only
Say
other...
your piece.
Yeah, I
Say your
think-
last piece.
I might have another off my chest. I think the second off my chest is maybe just like... Oh, so second off my chest is honestly a really, really funny one. And I know that you were laughing at it. So the reason I went to Malta is because one of the friends I was with and traveling with, he's from there. Like, born there, raised there, left there to move to LA and work in telemanagement. And we were like going to like see his family. And like, you know, his family is out there, and our stay was arranged and everything. So it was like for us to explore and for him to see his family. I met his family. It was super duper cute. But he was like warning me before I got there. He's like, there's not a lot that happens in Malta. So like if anyone who's anyone is in Malta, we have like our press goes crazy for like
True.
anybody that steps foot into Malta. You post one photo and I'm like, I'm not believing him. I'm like, I am...
the most famous person ever.
Of course.
So
But I literally was like, I don't believe you, because it's like I've been here for one day. I already was taking pictures with a couple of people because we went out the first night, and like they posted it. I'm like, there's no press anything, and we go to the beach. We take the gaggiest photos at this little restaurant that's on the beach, and I fall in love with them and I post them just
Right.
like on the spot, and I just put a little location tag Malta, and the next morning we wake up, he goes, my mom is sending me articles of you. There's Facebook articles.
Daily
there's
Mail.
Malta daily articles.
Oh my
fucking
God.
Love in Malta. These pages with like hundreds of thousands of followers of like just purely Maltese people who live in the country. I was seeing my followers go up. Malta.
Hello.
It's like it's giving world tour. It's
It
giving 6
is.
feet above. So now we unlocked a new demo.
And I thank you for that every day.
And of course,
Thank you.
I think it's one of those things where it's like they didn't know. Maybe exactly. There was people who knew who I was, but like I
now
think
they
that. But now they know.
Yeah.
Because you know you got to educate yourself who comes into your territory,
And you can't
I think
unsee it now.
you can't. You can't.
That must have felt good.
It did.
Yeah.
It was like,
You're like, hell yeah.
it was like, oh, nationwide news in a
Right.
country.
As it should be.
That's kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was dying.
Good.
It was like Trevi Moran spotted. I'm like
Spotted?
spotted. I posted
You're like,
the
I
fuck.
fully wanted to
I
be spotted.
fully posted the picture.
Right.
You mean spotted?
No. Not them being like she's incredibly famous and mysterious.
Right, on her sunny getaway vacation. I was like, mind you, it was cloudy.
God.
2 off my chest in one. So, top it.
I can't, but I'm gonna try. Actually, try not to get jealous. So
Oh, or horny?
yeah, Mission Impossible. As I said before, I was getting dinner with an incredible woman, and this sparked up a conversation. So she's a sex worker, and we were talking about stand up, and she does stand up, and she was like, it's so hard for me to do stand up because I'm so used to getting paid to be around horrible men. And she's like, when I go to these open mics, it's a crime against my spirit. Because I'm like paying $5 to be there, to be around these men and have them have access to me. And I was
Right.
like, this is
Divine femininity.
like the way I was like, I actually can't imagine. I can't imagine like getting paid to be around men and then going from that to an open mic.
Right.
Simply can't imagine it. And then we're talking, and she was saying how like it was truly an eye-opening convo. We were just like relating how our experiences. She was talking about her experiences with men and how something bad will happen, and then she'll be like, "Okay, my guard's up forever." Like them, and then she'll like slowly climb out of the trenches and like slowly become softer and softer, be like, you know what, I'm actually open to the world, and then something horrible happens again, and then she's like, guards up, and she's like, I've been dealing with that since I was 11. And I was like, T. And also that's really how I feel ever since I started these damn open mics, is because like I'll have something really bad happen. And listen, I'm waiting for a woman comic to do something horrible to me. She hasn't yet. I'm not like saying all the men are bad at open mics. I'm saying I've had bad experiences with them. Something bad will happen, and then I'm like, F this. Like, I'm just going to be like stone cold at these mics, but it's so hard at the same time because you need to be like likable and funny on stage. Yeah. I don't know. And then you're just like slowly crawling back, softening up again. And so know that. And also, I was listening to Grace O'Malley's podcast with Whitney Cummings, and Whitney was like, because Grace is fairly new to stand-up, and Whitney was like, how's your experience with stand-up? And she was like, really good. Everyone's being like really supportive. And Whitney was like, good, that's how it should be, which like, absolutely. Like, I'm so glad her experience is good, because it's like all this, of course, like the bombing and the horrible shows is a part of it,
right,
but all the other bullshit should not happen.
Right.
I don't know, it's so normalized.
I was about to say, why do people normalize it? It's like, oh, you didn't get assaulted.
No, literally,
mic.
you didn't
You're
get harassed.
Stand up.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, it shouldn't. That should never happen.
And like, we should protect these people probably who have not experienced the depths of the. Exactly.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. Should be enjoyable because it's a passion. You shouldn't have to let other people f that up for you.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have to be like hyping myself up to go to these mics, and I'm slowly falling in love with stand up, and then I feel myself falling out of love when something bad happens, and then falling back in love. Anyways, it's a journey, but all that to say, so it's been like a month and a half since something bad happened with stand up with a male comedian, and
that's good.
Yeah, but so I was like softening up, and I've been doing good at shows. I've been working on new material, and I'm just, I'm loving it. I'm thriving.
Good.
So
Coach K.
No,
10
literally 10 hot. So I go to a mic.
Oh,
and
this is oh
yeah, no success story here. So I go to a mic, and usually a lot of the times I'm like one of the only women there. That's how it is. Very few women. Like, I go to the mic, and I get there a little early, and there's this dude outside, and I just bought some gum from 7-Eleven, sue me. And I take out a piece of gum, and I go, oh, do you want a piece of gum?
To who?
A random open male comic that he hosts this mic, and I see him like all the time.
Okay.
So like I see him a lot. We've never really talked, but I see him a lot, and I'm feeling soft, and I'm like, let's make some new friends. I give him a piece of gum, and then after the mic, he DMs me. And I was going to save this for minimal intelligence, but I was like, no, it's too loaded. So he DMs me, and he said, can I get another piece of gum? And I was like,
it's like, go.
You're silly.
You're silly.
You're silly. You're silly.
You're silly.
Listen.
Can I see him?
Yeah. I want to show him after, though.
Okay.
Because guess what? It gets worse. So
good.
He says that, and I was just like, I say like, no, don't be selfish. Because listen, I know I shouldn't have answered, but I'm in my I love everyone era, so sue me.
What antidepressants are you on?
I don't know. I was just like, yeah, like I'll play along.
Love.
And then he goes, can I eat your ass?
Well,
yo, can I eat your ass?
Go yes.
Question mark. So I gotta go because I have plans. No. And I leave him on red, obviously.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm never going back to that mic.
Ever.
Cool. And I'm going to leave it at that. You know what? I'm not going to complain because what's the point? There's no HR department in comedy.
Which is crazy. There should be.
Well, then there would be no comics. So I'm like, just going to leave that alone and be like, you're a weirdo. I have 3 separate people tell me that he's talking about this at open mics in his set.
Stop.
He's talking about how he DM'd me saying, can I eat your ass? And he's saying it's because he lost a bet. Yo, How old are we?
No, we're 12.
How a bet? Am I like the fugly bitch at that they asked to prom on a date? That's how it felt. Like that's literally. I was like, what do you mean a bet? And also stop using me for your lame set. What was the bet? Literally, like, be funny or harass Kate in her DMs. And he lost it.
I feel like because you left him on red, he
He's saying
probably
it's a
thought
bet.
you were going to beat him to the cut by saying this story on open mic. So maybe he created his own narrative and got onto it before you did.
I don't know, and it doesn't matter, but it's like, can you just shut the up and leave me alone? All I
Yeah.
did was go to that mic and try to be like get better. That's all I did. And then you're talking about it and people are telling me, and he like went up to a girl I know and was like, it was a bet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
No.
Grow, are you? I'm like, I can't. Every time. No, he's not getting that clout. Every fucking time I soften up to these hoes, they just remind me why I need to be standoffish. And I don't even want to be that way, but it just fucking pisses me off. And like, how literally dare you speak to me like that? And then you're fucking going around town trying to make it like a joke. It's not funny. Like, you're joking about like harassing me in my DMs.
Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from now. That is like
what?
That's
At
not
first I
okay.
was like LMAO, but then I was like, you. Like,
yeah, you took it a step too far.
leave me the alone.
Now let
and
me see 'em.
Stop telling people about it. What? Aren't you embarrassed?
Yeah, and this is all because you were feeling nice and offered
No,
someone a
because I
piece
offered him
of
gum. Ladies, you can't even offer them gum.
You can't even offer
Dude,
them gum.
I just like, shut up.
And it's like,
And it's like,
oh my god, I accidentally liked something. I'm kidding.
oh my God.
I'm kidding.
You can't do that when I'm activated.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to fight you. Is this because I lied about
I don't want to
Coachella?
touch your phone. Oh my god!
So,
Bree, can I have a donut? Which one is allowed for me? So, you see that comment of that episode where I was like fighting for my life? Where I like didn't eat all day.
yeah.
And then I started eating like the fruit.
And you were having a panic attack.
Yes. And there was like this comment that was like, don't ever eat on the podcast again. It triggered my... What's the thing where people can't hear people chewing?
Isn't it like misophonia or something?
Oh, no.
And here you are eating.
And it's like, no. So first of all, I'm sorry that you suffer from that. But like, this is my fucking podcast.
And your life, your body, your choice.
It's giving
Come
my
on
body
now.
my choice. Also, it's like, it's fast forward.
And it's like a lot of the times when Trevi shows up, she is fighting for her life. So she needs
Why
to
is
eat.
that?
I don't know. You
is
always
that?
show up to this podcast on your deathbed, and she still shows up and serves.
And we still pull it off.
Every time.
Every fucking week. We're on episode 65 now.
God forbid she choose.
Some people don't live past that.
But yeah, that was my off my chest, and like,
I'm so
I don't know.
sorry.
I just it's like the longer it went on, the more I was upset about it. But now I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna go back to that mic, and I'm working. So the moral of this story is, I was like super guarded after, and I was like, I'm not even gonna look at a male comedian, and I'm like, so actually no, Kate, they're literally not all bad. Some of them are really great people, and I'm softening up day by day, and I'm only going to the safe mics. And I talked to some dudes about it, and they made me feel better. And just because there's one bad person doesn't mean they're all bad.
So I'd agree with that if, you know,
I didn't only have bad
if
experiences.
I didn't only have bad experiences with men. Yeah.
I know, it's like, I try to be, guys, I'm just trying to be positive.
No, I get it.
Because I really do love stand-up, and I love everything about it. And obviously, I'm already writing this into my set. So guess what? If you can talk about it, so can I. And we're just going to make light of it. We're going to make jokes about it. And I'm going to work on not getting discouraged when
like that
something
mindset.
bad happens.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I interrupted the episode again. I'm very, very sorry, but it's super important. Guys, we're getting gaggy over on the Patreon today. New bonus episode just dropped. I spilled some tea about that I did not feel comfortable sharing on here. And Kate had some tea too. All right. So it's getting juicy over there on Patreon every single week. You got episodes to catch up on if you've never been over there before. We are a self-funded podcast, so we would really, really appreciate it if you headed over there and showed us love. All right, back to the episode.
Yeah, I'm really trying to find the balance between like being guarded and being positive because I feel like sometimes I go too guarded, like sprinkle an ounce of positivity, and then they're like, actually, I don't know why you just did that. That's
God
crazy.
forbid you give him a piece of gum.
God forbid. Yeah, no gum. Don't ask me for gum because I'm not giving it to you.
No.
But yeah, like what? But yeah, then my dermatologist was hot. That was like the second off my chest. And I have eczema. I don't know if I've like cleared up because I talk about my rashes a lot. I do have eczema and it gets under my tits. And he was saying how, first of all, he took a picture of the eczema under my yits. And I was like,
And it's like, you creep.
no, literally. And I was like, just tell me which ointment to use. And he gave me steroid cream. But
Love.
I don't know. And also I was like looking at my Instagram reels the other day because I was
he liked them.
And he literally liked them. No, but I literally clipped a reel from this podcast where I went into detail about every rash I had and I publicly posted it. Can you tell me why I did that? Like, why
That
did
was
I do
in
that?
psychosis. When did you do that?
Like, one of the episodes, I was like, all right, so I got ringworm on my foot. I got this on my face. And I literally was like, update on my rashes. Like, why? Sometimes you got to put your foot down and be like, why'd you do that? Like with
So
a long form.
Here's the thing.
Like
I
with
don't
the
think
YouTube
that
long
you ever
form.
asked me permission to post that.
No.
So
No, 'cause
how can I
it's-
put my foot down if you don't
You
send
can be
me-
like, Kate, a full breakdown of your rashes. Perhaps we don't need that on the grid.
But you know what? If you enjoy the celibacy journey, I promise
No,
you
yeah, it's gonna
that'll
keep
keep
me
you
celibate.
on it. That'll keep you on it.
No, it really will. So
Unless you get a freaky motherfucker.
I don't think eczema is contagious. So I think whoever it's going to be, my next little rendezvous, they're going to be good.
I'm saying.
So it's enough out of me. You know what also is enough?
Tell.
The YouTube dating shows.
Okay, because I've seen those, but my friend David does one of them.
What is it?
One of the ones in front of a white background where they have like influencers. I know Tana did one.
I did one. I did
You
one.
did one?
With Aaron Branch, and it was like, but I was so honored because it was one of those dating. It was a fake dating show. We were like making fun of dating shows.
Okay.
So I was the contestant, and I was like picking the men, but it was like all
When
a
was this?
joke. It was like It was like 2 months ago. I was in all leopard, and
Did I see this?
you did. I think you did.
I think I did.
And it was cute. I love Aaron, but yeah, that dating show was great. I could never actually do a dating show, but the reason we're talking about it is because that Pop the Balloon dating show where like a man, so the Pop the Balloon dating show is there's like a line of women and they all have a balloon, and then a man comes around the corner, and once they're no longer interested in him, they pop the balloon.
Oh, that's gaggy.
Girl, but sometimes the
They
man walks
breathe.
around. No, the man walks around the corner and instantly it's like pop, 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 pop. It's brutal, but they're putting it on Netflix.
Okay.
I know.
Wait, that's good, right?
I mean,
It's entertainment, honey.
I cannot watch those. I think it's just mean. Like all those dating
Yeah.
shows are like mean and built to embarrass people. I
Yeah.
could never.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
I could never be on one of those. But it's also like, I think with any dating show that you sign up to be on, you're like, or reality show, like, therefore, but like, you're signing up for humiliation at
Yeah.
some degree. Like, even
Absolutely.
Love Island of the world, it's like, people are fighting, people are like, cheating on you, you're cheating on people, and it's getting
Mm-hmm.
caught on camera when you didn't think it was getting caught on camera. And it's like, every conversation, even when you think they're private or being recorded, you didn't even know it was in the episode. Like, I've heard, like,
Girl, literally.
they are brutal.
Yeah.
And I would do one.
Really?
I would do one.
you
just
would
for
be
the,
good at it.
I think for the plot, I would do one, but
Which one?
I would do like a Love Island. But like, they don't do girls like me.
And why not? Because you know that trans women have definitely submitted.
No, they've definitely auditioned. Out of
So-
all the people that, yeah, no.
What's
I
going
mean,
on?
I think. I mean, my only theory is that like the only way they would have to, or the only way they'd be able to get someone like me on that show is if they like found several people and like asked them if that's something they'd be open to, because it's like, if you have a bunch of men, especially like religious men on like a show like that, and then you have a trans person walk in and nobody picks her, it's like it would for me. It would be like humiliating.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then it's like obviously the cameras are off and they're all trying to fuck me, and it's like,
Literally.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So the only way that would be like it would have to be like, ooh, I have an idea.
Okay.
It's in a villa in Panama. And it's called Panama.
Oh my god.
And it's
Panama.
And it's all pansexual people.
Yeah.
So
Hey, guess
trans
what?
people, lesbians, and everyone. Because didn't they have MTV? Didn't they have
Wasn't it like Tia Tequila?
Tequila?
Wasn't it that thing? She was like bisexual.
What happened to her?
And you know what happens.
I do
The
know what
bisexuals. No, I think that was her name. I can't remember. That was
And
it.
then she went like into religious psychosis, right?
What?
Tequila? Yeah, and then she yeah, and then she started posting about like the Illuminati and like saying that like they're like trying to like kill her and her family. But like maybe she's speaking tea.
It was like whoa, especially on reality TV. Everyone was like, "What?"
Well, what was the MTV show? Or it was Are You the One? They had an LGBT season, right? Are You the One on
I don't
MTV?
know.
They had like a full queer season, and apparently it slayed, and they never did it.
And it's
Again.
like, why not?
I don't know. It's like I don't understand because I know that there's like plenty of like networks or like production companies that like try to do like I've seen like shows that are like kind of like low key tacky where they'll put like 9 dolls in a house,
Okay.
and then like they're all fighting after like 3 dudes or something, and it's like no, because you put a bunch of dolls in a house, they're bound to fight. It is that's why I don't have that many trans friends because it is just compare city.
Okay.
I think if there was just a cluster of open-minded people in one house, like Panama, my show idea that I'm pitching
Right.
to MTV
Right.
or Hulu, Netflix,
I want to host it.
HBO. Yeah,
Dibs.
you should host it, or you should just be on it. And then we wait, what?
No, literally, because that's what the people want.
No, actually, but I don't know. There would have to be a way where that would work because I feel like we both would slay on a show like that.
Hey, guess what? It's not that hard to do. You're like, we would just have to get these people that are like, oh, but so easy to find.
Honey, that's one Bumble's account in Madrid.
Girl, literally.
Gaga.
It's so easy. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't watch reality TV because I don't like
I don't either.
it.
The only thing I've ever watched in the past year that was reality TV, maybe 2 years, was Love Island. So that's why I'm so passionate about this topic.
No, and I'm glad you're bringing the passion because someone has to. But correct me if I'm wrong with Love Island or anything. Is anyone ever over like a size 12? Ever?
Foot or sorry. When I'm thinking of like
Size
number
12
sizes, I'm thinking of like
Like a 12, 14 moment.
yeah.
Is there ever any juice with these ladies? Because I'd like to see more.
There
of
was
that.
on last season of Love Island, but she
Okay.
got kicked off pretty early. But she
Hey.
was my favorite one.
Okay, why was she kicked off? Like, I'm pissed. Like, I know I want to see more of that. I want to see. Listen, like, I know that's what the people want, but it's not what the people want, and it's a snooze fest when it feels like you're just seeing one type of person and one type of body.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that we're like in the recession now, and everyone wants to be 3 pounds, but
Right.
good God,
And detransition.
give me something gay, give me something pan, give me something plus size. Like, I'm fucking.
Okay,
bored.
give me a riddle. Give me something pan. Give me something
No, but we're all bored. Like, I'm sick of seeing
So
the
bored.
same people, the same sizes. I'm bored with like every piece of media I see. It's like all the same,
Yeah.
in my humble opinion. Like, give me back a Broad City moment.
Right.
Oh my God, what happened to that? That's why they need us.
We
They
could
need us
be
on the television.
We could be the next generation's Broad City.
Girl, I know. Like, literally. Me, you.
6 feet.
Above!
Gaga.
So, yeah, we're bored. We're annoyed. And give us something to work with out here.
Give me a pansexual. More plus-sized people and more diversity in dating reality television. Period.
And in television, period.
Period.
So what the fuck?
What the f- going on over there?
And more women in comedy.
And more women in comedy.
Less gum.
Less come.
So,
So.
I didn't watch it.
You motherfucker didn't watch White Lotus.
Should I watch it
You
for
have
next-
to
okay.
fucking watch it.
I'll
I
watch it.
finished it. And I have thoughts. Okay? I am so mad at you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm mad at you because we could be talking. We could make it the whole fucking of the video.
Okay, guys, the next segment is going to be minimal intelligence, where we collect comments or messages, whether it be on a dating app or in our DMs, that the person sending them are so deeply minimally intelligent that we simply just have to share it.
Yeah.
And I'll start it off. So as you guys might know, I have like a sketch silly page with my roommate Harper Rose, and we literally, the videos couldn't be more unserious if you tried. We're playing characters, couldn't be more unserious. Bald caps. We made a video about how literally she was screaming about how if you have intercourse with someone, then they should be paying for your meal. And it's like all these men's rights activists in the comments, and they're like, so you want to be paid for laying on your back? I think that's called something else. And no, they're getting so mad, and they're like, the loud one should learn subtly. Sounds cheap and more than fair. Oysters for her clamshell. I don't know. People are just saying, they just get so intense in the comments, and I'm like, you do know this is a joke.
Right.
And it's just like, the comments are, so she still put out even after the fact? You think this is a real story?
Yeah.
You think this actually happened? It's a joke. Like,
this is real.
Yeah.
Because it's a real.
It's a real. So.
And that's about as real as it gets.
So I just don't really understand why. It's just so crazy that people take our videos. Any video I post is a joke, especially the rash one. That was a joke. I've never had a rash. If you have a crush on me. And I just would like people to be more silly.
I totally agree with you. I also I see videos on my FYP that are so obviously and painfully satire and a joke, and then one of the top comments is like, is this for real?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even want you watching me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh my God, did you see the thing on TikTok of that girl, that painter? She was seriously painting. It was all these watercolors, and it was in the middle of this arena, and it was worship music was blasting, and you're thinking that she's drawing Jesus or something in front of this arena, and she finishes it, and it's Trump in front of a beautiful landscape, and the arena's cheer.
Stop.
And it was just the top comment of that was just thinking about getting in an argument with one of these people. Just know who you're talking to. You can't tell me this isn't a cult.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not saying that people who are commenting things are a certain political stance. Most likely they are, but it's just why argue or why listen to someone who has a IQ level of -2?
I just don't engage. I simply don't engage.
I have to find the video for you.
Yeah, I think it's so crazy. What also I think is crazy are those couple videos where they're doing a prank on each other, and it's so obvious they're in on the prank.
Oh my God.
And everybody believes it. It drives me. I'm like, how are you guys believing this?
Yeah.
It's so blatantly fake.
Yeah.
And they're like, shh, I'm gonna set up this camera. And then they're still setting up the camera, and the guy gets in the car. I'm like, girl.
He's pretending to get caught cheating or something.
I know. I'm just
brother.
but honestly, make your bag, I guess.
No, I guess make your bag. Someone said, get a job, bitch.
Oh.
Have one.
I'm here.
Hi, clocking in.
Clocking
in. Oh, well, how about this?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't specifically with a man DMing me, but here's me chatting with a United Airlines employee, an agent, where I specifically requested ahead of time a window seat for my long flight home to Los Angeles, okay?
Right.
They go, totally understand. I can make this happen for you. They put me in a window seat. I'm cruising. I'm I'm going to eat. I'm going to take my GABA. I'm going to lean against the window. Sayonara. We are 30 minutes before our flight takes off. My phone chimes. Your seat has been reassigned.
Damn.
Honey, I claimed that.
Right.
That's mine.
Why are they allowed to do that?
I don't know, but basically, and I don't raise my voice.
Uh-huh.
Well, and I didn't raise it too much.
Right.
But I was so... Because it's if it was a 3-hour flight, fine. If it was even a 6-hour flight, fine.
Mind you.
8-hour flight, fine.
Wow.
No, babe. I was going from point A to point B of the planet. So I was obviously very upset because they reassigned me to a middle seat.
Yeah.
So I go up to the girl because obviously someone at the airport changed it, not within United.
Right.
It was a fully packed flight. They were like offering vouchers to people to like get off the flight.
What?
So obviously they had like some sort of situation. But then it was like, I go up to her and I was like, hey, this is me talking to one of your agents. And this could have been off my chest, honestly, but it's giving minimal. I was like, I talked to one of your agents. This was yesterday. We had it all good. I reserved my seat. And she's like, yeah, well, somebody else was like, needed it. Or she said something like, there was like a family or something. And it's like, I don't know. If you're booking a flight as a family, like, isn't there a way, like, don't you automatically already all sit together? I don't know how that all works. But like, isn't someone on the same reservation as you normally sitting next to you?
Right.
And also it's like, no tea, no shade. I'm glad that family sat together.
I'm not.
But like, who decides who's above someone?
Right. Just because you don't have a family doesn't mean you can't get your OG seat.
It's kind of giving transphobia. Also,
Well,
at the same time,
actually-
she asked me, she goes, well, did you pay to reserve the seat?
Oh.
And I go, no, but I did. But I did reserve it through one of your agents. And then she goes, well, there's your, and I go, well, but did they pay for their seat to be reserved? And she goes, no. And I go, so
What?
who's to say? I go, so who's to say someone gets something over me? I go, it's not about the fact that, I'm sure there was another way you guys could have made this work, but I was there first. I was the first person to be assigned in that seat, according to that agent, and you took it away from me. And I fell asleep for most of the flight, but it's like, I was so livid because nobody paid.
Yeah.
Congrats on the family for sitting together.
Congrats on the family, I mean.
Right. They could have all been in the middle row.
Yo.
I wanted a window. There was 200 seats on this plane.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're really brave and bold because one thing I'm terrified to do is to ever even like talk to a TSA worker because they scare me. I do. Yeah, I feel bad for them because they're getting screamed at all day, but that is bullshit.
But she did it.
I know.
It was her that did it.
Yeah.
At the gate, the motherfucker who called me worthless piece of
She did.
pretty much.
No, yeah, she kind of did say that.
Think about it. This DM I got. The odds of you seeing this are insane. But I was watching an old episode of 6 Feet Above, which I love so much, and Kate mentioned you hooking up with a military man stationed.
I mentioned it. You mentioned it.
I don't know. It was an old episode. Maybe you said. I don't
know why I just got so defensive.
I don't either.
God. Just felt like getting
that
mad.
you were mentioned that you were talking to a military guy stationed in Hawaii. It's crazy because I had a boyfriend 3 years ago who was stationed in Hawaii and posted you liking his posts to his story because you were famous. I must have saw him on like Raya or Hinge or something when I was in Hawaii.
Ew, he posted on his shut
That
up.
happens all the time. It's so funny and hilarious. He was a serial cheater. I'm just curious if it was him. His @ is blank. His name is blank. This is so funny. I hope that he cheated on me with the Trevi Moran because that's kind of everything. In parentheses, I'm horny.
Wait, are you serious?
It wasn't him. I didn't.
Wait, I love parentheses, I'm horny.
I know. She's like an actual guy. Because if it was that man, I would have responded. But no, it wasn't. But he still obviously sounds like an awful serial cheater.
Yeah, ew.
But that was
him.
giving maximal intelligence.
That is maximal intelligence.
It was kind of everything.
That's a great note to leave on.
You guys, we are going to get into the unnamed segment where we answer your questions and advice and queries sent into our Instagram at 6 Feet Above Pod. So make sure you're following us over there on Instagram to know the next time that we post and ask you to send shit in.
Okay. The first one is...
Pick 'em, honestly.
Yeah. I got you. How to tell my significant other that I've seen escorts before.
Hey.
I made some money before.
Yeah, I've had some money. And instead of gambling on casinos, I gambled with STDs. Ew!
Hey. No, they definitely use protection.
No, yeah, definitely.
I think that that's definitely scary because you don't know how someone's going to react, but also like our past, it does not define us. It's a part of us. Even if you're still doing escorting, I know a lot of
Oh, whoa. She used to be escort, or
how
she
to
used
tell
to
my significant other that I've seen escorts before. So,
is this a man asking this, or is this a woman asking this?
I don't know. It's not letting me go to their page. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like,
Can I be honest?
yeah.
I feel like that's not something you should bring up until you're deep into a relationship.
Yeah, it's also like not their business.
I was about to say that. I don't think that's anyone's business.
Like you don't have to tell them.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually a really controversial thing coming out of my mouth.
Really?
Because it's like, I don't know. When you normally date people, do you ask them to break down every single person they've had sex with? No.
No. And I think like unless your partner asks you, don't lie. But even then, like your business is your business and you don't have to like disclose parts of your past.
Totally. I mean, I've done shit that I'm ashamed of in my addiction where it's like doesn't absolutely define me at all.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm leaning on the side of like, ain't nobody business.
But like truly,
Like actually,
it's nobody's business
until it's like brought up or needed to be brought up. If you're like having a
Yeah.
wine night or a conversation where it's like, tell me a secret about you, and then you just casually drop it once you're like a year or two into dating, sue me.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it on the fucking third date.
No, absolutely
Especially
not.
if you're like genuinely a good person, you wouldn't want to cloud this person's idea of you, right?
Well, I don't think seeing escorts makes you a bad person.
But that's what I'm saying. I think things like that can cloud people's judgment on someone and make them not
people
see.
are simple-minded.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that I shouldn't tell anyone that I'm trans.
Exactly. That is the summation of this.
Okay, cool. Because actually, they'd probably fall in love with me a lot faster.
Girl.
But we won't go down that rabbit hole.
Because y'all aren't ready to talk about that.
And y'all aren't ready to talk about that. If I did that and people clocked me, I probably would get like my face bashed into the pavement. But you know, whoa. Hashtag safety for trans people.
No, like actually.
But y'all aren't ready to talk about that.
But you're ready to talk about this.
Tell me.
Next one is, I need to leave my therapist, but scared she'll be mad at me when I tell her any advice. No, literally. Me as fuck. Guess what? She was mad and it was really awkward, but it was the best decision I've ever made.
That's $60 you ever spent.
Girl, $60. And she goes, you're running away from yourself. I said, that's insane. So
I'm running away from
you. Literally, I'm telling you, this is your mental health. You do what's right for you.
Yeah, let your freak flag fly.
Like actually, because it might be awkward, but if your therapist is actually a professional, they'll know that you need to do what's best for you, and they're not going to make you feel guilty or weird or bad. And if they do, good riddance, because that's not okay.
Yeah, I completely echo by Trevi Moran in what Kate just said.
Yes,
Yeah.
hit
What
single.
I echo.
That was beautiful.
Can I pick one?
Oh yeah.
How did you guys get more comfortable in front of a camera as a duo?
Oh my God.
I think so. Can I start?
Yeah.
I think when we jumped into this, we had super tunnel vision. And to be quite frank with you, with a lot of things that I do or start, I overthink. Like, especially with the music project that I was like expecting to be out by now, but it's like there's so much that I just like when I'm creating something, some like overthinking kills a lot in like a creative person.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm at the point now where it's like I'm kind of just letting go and just I just want to release what I've done and just, you know, it's but what I'm saying is when it came to this, me and you were pretty set on doing this, and when we booked the studio, like we were in less than a fucking week, and we were just tunnel vision.
Yeah.
We didn't really think about it. We didn't overthink it. We came in with a couple bullet points, and we didn't even say, "Hey, why don't you come over? Why don't we chit chat and pretend like we just raw dogged it?"
Well, I came over once.
Yeah, but that was
before.
to film a pilot.
Yeah, I don't even yeah, I mean, we really just went into it
For that old
and-
network that didn't want anything to do with us.
Wait, I love them.
Who went out of business 'cause
I miss them.
They didn't
yeah.
pick us up. Right?
Literally. But yeah, I think it definitely took time. It's interesting. Like I remember our first episode. I couldn't even watch it back. Like
I can't. It's pitch black. You can't watch it.
I mean, you can't watch it. You can't find it. But I remember watching it like, and I was like, wait, this sucks.
No.
But everyone, like friends and people commented being like, God, their chemistry is amazing. I was like, I feel like we had the chemistry of like a foot in the first episode.
Babe,
a foot on fire.
Foot in its soil.
Yeah. And it just like, it takes time.
I
And
was
like,
about to say that, yeah.
I'm so glad that people liked us together from the beginning. I mean, some people didn't, but walk it off. But I will say, yeah, it definitely took me a while as well. Cause I had my modeling days, but I was never talking in front of the camera. Like you were way more used to that. So I was like really freaked out. And I had to bring the personality. I was like, this is going to take me a while to warm up.
It took us, I would say...
Yes, like last episode.
I would say honestly, to where I felt like we really can come in. And this sounds not egotistical to say, but like I feel like we could walk in here now with zero bullet points and still get laughs.
Like today.
Like actually today. Imagine they're all commenting, they're like, this is the worst fucking episode we've ever seen. But it's like, I really think like till like episode 25 to 30, like mind you, maybe more, but like sprinkle it in here and there. Like we would get so excited because like once we started having like really gaggy episodes, we were like, oh, we killed it. And it's so funny now because I feel like the episodes that we like leave and we're like, oh my God, that was really gaggy. Like it was like really gaggy. And like I feel like baseline for us now is like what was gag back then.
Yeah.
So it's just giving like level up. It just, I think the more that we share our like little inside jokes here and there, and like it's just, we share such an intense part of our lives because like we're growing with our watchers as we go. So now it just feels like a big family, because in the beginning we were like, in a sense, getting them to know us as friends, and now we're all kind of in this thing together.
Yeah, and I think it also took me a while to feel like I like deserved to be here. Because I was like, I mean, we've talked about the imposter syndrome of it all, didn't? But yeah, I think it took me like not kidding 15 episodes to be like, you know what?
Yeah, I slay.
I think I should be here.
Of course. And I was literally, oh my God, we talked to each other off some ledges in the beginning, honey.
Girl,
I was talking.
The ledges were different. I was like, oh my God, this is like the biggest podcast in the world. And you were like, why does it have 4 views? No.
We were on such different leverages.
I know.
You were like, I'm at the Grammys.
No,
and I was like
Madison
we're
Square.
under the 405.
Yeah,
We are under the fucking overpass.
I was like, Trevi, this is the most views anyone's ever gotten.
But yeah, I think I loved that question because I love anything that has to do with us. Because I love talking about us.
I love the scream.
You want to know something hilarious?
Yes.
It's so funny you brought that up because you're such a psychic suck.
I am.
We're approaching 1 year of I Love the Scream.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I just got the birthday invite from the same girl's birthday. She goes, come to my birthday.
We have to go.
She goes, it's the 3rd annual. And I go, wait, is this I Love the Scream? In my head, I'm thinking this. Yeah, it's been 1 year since I Love the Scream almost.
Wait, can we go to that party?
Of course.
I wonder if she's going to be there in the underwear again.
Ugh, she was Gagatha 3000.
She really was, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I miss what we had.
I miss what we had too.
I love you both. Any advice for a 22-year-old virgin?
Get
She goes, LOL, not kidding. Lamo! XO, love y'all. Girl, I mean, I lost my virginity when I was 20.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
In fact, hold off. Because let me tell you, more sex, more problems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because once you start, your brain starts like
once you
racing.
and first of all, it's always going to suck in the beginning. And also, it's always going to suck in your early 20s. I mean, always is crazy because in my experience and a lot of other people's experience, especially like women, like we're not told to like ask for what we want. We're not told to advocate for ourselves in the bedroom. So it's usually trash on ice. Mm-hmm. So honestly, it's good you're not dealing with that right now. You're building the self-esteem. So when you do it, you're like, this is what I want. And beat it if you can't do it. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's any pressure at all.
We're pressuring you not to do it.
Yeah, I'm honestly like, wait till you're 40 at this point.
Because, I heard the best sex of your life is in your 80s. I'm not kidding.
I think you misheard it as like in the 80s.
No, I was like, that's crazy.
In
to
your
hear.
80s?
Yeah, she was like, you won't even believe. I
Who
was like,
told you that?
girl, my grandmother's friend.
Was she in her 80s?
Yeah, she's like 90.
Gag.
I know.
Hello.
So guys, you don't even know
You don't even need
what
to
you're
fuck till
in
you're
for.
in your
Yeah,
80s.
like so literally wait it out another 60 years. And then you'll have the best sex of your life, and you won't have to deal with all the bullshit that comes
In
with
between,
sex in
yeah.
your 20s.
Yeah.
Because
Don't
that
do
shit's
that.
trash.
Don't do that. Also, but also at the same time, I'm also team like don't lose your virginity to the person you're in love with, like your first love,
Wait, why not?
because it's giving attached for 4 or 5 years, like mentally. Like the person that I lost my
know.
virginity to, like, nah. It's like I almost.
We'll just make sure
it's
they're not
giving like get drunk, girl, or like if you're sober, like don't. But like it's like
Right.
go out, find a stranger, like get fucked, call it a day, like. Throw
but
the towel. No, for me, because it's
Don't
like
just
I
get-
was up.
Yeah,
bro.
but he was a bad person.
Oh,
And so was mine. So like if you're f***ing someone you're in love with, just make sure they're a good person.
and don't take a piece of gum.
Do not take a piece of gum.
If they look like gum takers, they're gonna ask you to eat your ass in 5 minutes.
Girl. And then they're going to talk about it at an open mic. So
It's like
1 + 1 is 2 at the end of the day.
3,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for that.
Wait, I've been really
Yeah.
grateful for that, yeah.
I'm grateful that I'm home for 2 seconds, milliseconds actually. I am grateful that I'm 98% sure I'm going to the desert to see Miss Lady Gaga do her fucking thing. I am grateful to just be in this studio. I was like feeling a little like off in the beginning. You lifted my spirits per usual, so I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you.
I don't know. We're like episode 65 or some shit. I just love doing this with you, and I am grateful that. Yeah.
So true, so true, so true.
I don't know. Wait, what else? Oh, and I'm grateful that I'm the biggest pop star in the world.
You are.
So
Correct. I am so grateful to be here with you today. I'm grateful that I don't know. I'm
you're going to Coachella?
grateful I'm going to Coachella. I'm grateful that I really do love my life, and I love to just wake up in the morning and get after it. And my eczema is going away, and I'm grateful that if I don't want to be at a party, I can leave.
Ooh.
And also, it's a no bikini bottom summer, because every time I wear a bikini bottom, I swear I get a UTI.
And I'm
So
always saying that.
Someone's got to fix that. But
Someone
yeah.
does.
And grateful you guys are coming to my show. Hey, April 27th.
Glendale
Thank you so
Room.
much. Hello. Yay!
Yay!
Bree's gonna be there. And everyone thinks she's hot, so you better go. See her in person.
That's gaggy.
That's crazy.
All right, guys. We love you.
Love
We will see
you.
you next week.